Hello everyone. Today I would like to speak about two issues. Issue number one is the reasons why I have decided to make such a shortcut course speaking of the English language international level specification. And issue number two, I would like to proceed with the second part of Unit 1 topic, which is context and identity, and it is identity that I would like to speak today. So, the reasons are as follows. Primarily, I would like to take notes for myself in order not to forget things, because I do not teach much these days, and unfortunately I do not have a year 12 class. And in order not to forget the information and the knowledge I have gathered, I have been gathering for 6 years within the specification, I would like to take these video notes, and I will be more than happy if there is somebody to share these notes with me, or to whom these notes may appear useful. Speaking of the second issue, identity, I would like to read out the meaning from an etymological dictionary for you. So it is sameness, oneness, and state of being the same, from French and medieval Latin. So, psychologically speaking, it is unchangeability, or being not changed, staying the same. However, we're more interested in linguistics and in questioning how is it exactly that identity related to the field of linguistics, and what is it exactly that is related to the field of linguistics. So let us speak a little bit about those features of identity that help a speaker or a writer to represent themselves or describe somebody when they want to reveal the qualities of some persona. Primarily, it is age. Age, a simple example, if we consider lexes, teenagers tend to use a lot of slang, and thus we may have the teenage language, or the features that reveal that the speaker is of that group. And adults say, in different contexts, stick to normal, everyday, neutral tone. So if we say that slang is more loaded semantically and in terms of connotations, neutrality is neither this nor that. In different contexts, situation may change. For instance, when we have two teenagers speaking to each other, or a teenager speaking to an adult, and two adults speaking with each other. So there are particular examples that we may consider. Another feature is gender. And I understand that there may be a heated debate here, and I want to specify once again that it is linguistics that we would like to consider primarily. In general terms, it's going to be women and men. In many cases, you would like to remember that you need some theories to refer to. Gender theories, power language theories, communication theories, how language evolves and develops itself theories, and so on and so forth. Why you need them? You need them to show in your writing that you can evaluate and sustain the tone of professional language, scientific language. So these scientific theoretical references are very important. And why am I saying this? To remember these characteristics is necessary for you to make use of these theories. For example, there are gender theories and you write about them. There are power language theories and you write about them, and so on and so forth. So it's not about the division, but about the importance for the subject that we're speaking of. We have started, we have introduced power. So it is status and power features. The main role here is occupied by position and occupation. Again, some professions may use their terminology, which is professional jargons or professionalisms, and they may appear different to somebody outside the professional field. Power issues, when there are politicians, they may use stronger language in order to influence the audience. The audience, by the way, is the contextual factor that was forgotten in the last video. So those who are taking notes, mind that there is one more, and it is a pretty important one, the contextual factor of audience. So note it down. Ethnicity, or say and nationality. Background, right? So it is more about the roots, yeah, and the geographical roots primarily, from where the person migrated or moved to some country, and are there any features that reveal the ethnical or national background. A quick note that when we speak about features of identity, we speak about the factors that divide human beings, right? And again, psychologically speaking, division is always a conflict. And if you really look into those, you will see that whatever we figure out, it may be the basis for a conflict between different ethnicities, nationalities, different professions, different politicians and powers that be. So once again, I'm pointing out that we're interested in these questions primarily for the reason of practical value in writing and for a better mark. We have mentioned age, gender, status, power, ethnicity, nationality. Is there anything else we are looking for? I believe, let me think. Usually it's position, occupation, yeah? But we have mentioned it in status and power. Maybe it is just self-identification, whatever it means to the speaker or the writer. Let us say that the qualities mentioned by the speaker, writer. So the qualities that are specified. And yes, I think that is a good start for the question of identity, which is a second part. Speaking about the future topics, the next one must be the third aspect that I spoke of in the previous video, which is the language and use. If you remember the triangle we have already mentioned of how are those features interrelated, the identity, the contextual factors, and the language in use. So we're going to speak about the language in use and see what language levels we need to consider in our evaluative comments. So thank you for your attention. I believe it is enough for this one. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.